Now, he has built a reputation as the nation's public defender, a one-man legal army who has dealt irritatingly impactful blows to the powerful with nothing but the Constitution. Our guest tonight is Senator Okiya Omtatah. We debate his presidential game plan. Is Okiya the sixth realistic? Talk to us. Remember, you can be part of this discussion. Send us a message on 22047. The hashtag to use is TV47 News. Senator, thank you very much for your time tonight and welcome to TV47.
Thank you. Thank you.
Senator, perhaps the most perfect place to begin this discussion is one of your recent tweets in which you say, Kenya does not lack democracy, it suffers from elite capture. We are recycling billionaires in government while citizens cheer for tribal kings. It's time to stop worshipping the ballot and demand a reset. Real transformation needs disruption of the status quo. What in Okiya's view is Kenya's current problem?
Disregard for the rule of law. We have a very beautiful constitution, we have beautiful laws, but they mean for nothing. And that's whereby the state capture then comes in, that whims of powerful individuals are what are the law of the country, and not the code that is in the constitution and in other statutes.
Kenya's 2010 constitution, Senator, has been ranked as the most progressive, one of the most progressive. Is it a question of the law or the implementation of the law in your view?
It's implementation. Political goodwill to implement the law is lacking.
And that, in your view, should come from a political class that is in need of a change?
There must be a political class that believes that Kenya needs to lay foundations and leap forward into the global economy. So you need a leadership that looks at Kenya being bigger than themselves and one that is out to build a legacy and not to enrich itself.
But Senator, in a democratic dispensation such as ours, leaders don't bring themselves. The electorate elect them every 5 years in what the Constitution has given us as a referendum, really, to judge on their performance. To what extent, rather, are the electorate to blame in the mess?
No, the electorate is not to blame in any way. What is to blame is the leadership. If you look at all these people, they come up with manifestos that are beautiful. First of all, they have captured the state. They don't allow the elections to be conducted as anticipated or as prescribed in Chapter 7 of the Constitution. They do, especially for the presidential elections. The Constitution says the presidential election should terminate at the constituency. We keep on bringing things in bombers and then creating that and a suspension and what have you, and then the confusion, so that even whoever emerges a leader lacks legitimacy. Why don't we do what the script says in the Constitution?
But Senator, are you in entirety absolving the electorate of being part of the current Kenyan problem?
I personally do, because I think the electorate listens. The leadership must have some no-go areas, some taboos. Our leadership does not have any taboos. So you'll find that they still then use that money to bamboozle the electorate. They make lofty promises. Look at the manifesto that what Kenya Kwanza had last time. If that manifesto had been implemented, would there be any need to challenge Ruto? No. But when the manifesto is just used as a campaign platitude, then it becomes necessary to begin following people up. But most important is that the electorate must be allowed to express itself. Because when you find a situation whereby an election terminates and so many days later you don't know who the winner is, something is amiss. We should be able to know who the winner is the next day. And that's how our constitution is designed. Just like the Americans, when they went to the election last time, on 6th they voted, on 7th they knew Trump had won, then they took a nap until January to formally declare him.
Senator, just on purpose of curiosity, you mentioned of the Kenya Kwanza and the Ruto manifesto. Is it your belief